Hello, dear friend, and welcome to PI Time. Today, we're diving into mindful moments for personal growth. It's time to become positively improved. Friend, have you ever noticed how life can feel like it's moving too fast? Yet somehow, nothing seems to move at all? Days blur together, energy fades. The clarity you once relied on feels just out of reach. This is not failure. It is a signal, a gentle, persistent reminder that something in your daily routine is asking for attention. Mindfulness isn't reserved for meditation cushions or silent retreats. It is a skill, a lens, a companion you can bring into the ordinary flow of your life. And today, we're going to explore exactly how to do that. By the end of this conversation, you, dear friend, will have a framework for noticing your patterns, responding with clarity, and restoring the energy and focus that may have quietly slipped away. Let's begin with the first step, becoming aware of the patterns that quietly shape our days. Awareness is often the doorway we overlook because it requires honesty and patience. But once opened, it reveals not only what is happening in your life, but also what is possible. Take Alaric, a freelance graphic designer. Alaric thrived on tight deadlines and the satisfaction of crossing tasks off his list. Yet by mid-afternoon, he often felt drained, anxious, disconnected from his creative flow. The awareness came unexpectedly during a walk he took to clear his mind. In that brief pause, he noticed the tension in his shoulders, the tightness in his chest, the looping hum of thoughts running circles in his head. That small moment opened the door to responding differently. Alaric started simple, stretching every hour, taking brief walking breaks, and journaling about what drained him. Each action, though minor, was a mirror of awareness, evidence that he could notice patterns and choose a different response. Friend, awareness is not judgment. It is noticeable, and it is the first step in reclaiming your day, your energy, your presence. From awareness, we move to balance, a centered point from which to engage life without being swept away. Emotional balance is not about suppressing feelings or maintaining constant calm. It is about recognizing your state, acknowledging it, and making intentional choices. Celine, a project manager pulled in 1,000 directions, discovered that labeling her emotions was transformative. Frustration, impatience, fatigue. By naming these states, Celine built a map of her inner terrain. She began journaling brief observations, triggers, responses, reactions. Over time, this small act created space between stimulus and response. Before, a rush of emails or an unexpected project request would feel overwhelming. Now, Celine could pause, breathe, and respond with clarity, with compassion. Friend, balance is built in small, intentional acts, subtle, consistent, and profoundly transformative. Perspective is next. Reframing challenges is subtle, yet powerful. Perspective allows us to transform obstacles into opportunities for insight and growth. Kale, a teacher, had long struggled with classroom management. The noise, interruptions, and stress felt overwhelming. Through mindfulness, Kale began noticing small positive moments, a student's curious question, a shared laugh, a brief instance of engagement. Each observation became a seed of perspective, a reminder that challenges are not failures but invitations to learn. Kale documented these small victories, not for recognition, but to train his mind to notice growth rather than struggle. Perspective, practiced intentionally, changes the narrative. Friend, it is the act of reframing moments so energy is not wasted on resistance but redirected toward understanding and insight. Restoration comes next, the act of reclaiming what has been lost or neglected. Many of us have energy, curiosity, patience, and joy that have been quietly set aside. Mindfulness helps restore these pieces piece by piece through conscious attention. Alara, an entrepreneur absorbed in her business, noticed her joy had gone dormant. She started small, 10 minutes of sketching each morning, a mindful walk at lunchtime, savoring her meals without distraction. These tiny acts became rituals of restoration. Over time, the energy she thought was lost revealed itself, waiting for acknowledgement and gentle attention. Friend, restoring yourself is not about grand gestures. It is about noticing what has been neglected and giving it space to flourish. Finally, we arrive at moving forward, intentionally applying awareness, balance, perspective, and restoration. Mindfulness is active. It is a choice to live with intention, even amid chaos. Riven, a software developer, had long struggled with distractions and procrastination. Each morning, he began a short practice, listing his most important tasks, visualizing completing them with attention and presence. Paired with mindfulness throughout the day, pausing before responding to emails, checking in with his energy, he transformed his routine from reactive to intentional. Friend, moving forward with intention doesn't eliminate obstacles. It transforms the way we navigate them. Together, these 5 stages, awareness, balance, perspective, restoration, and intentional action, form a rhythm, a lens, a way to live fully in daily life. Awareness opens the door. Balance centers us. Perspective transforms experience. Restoration replenishes what was lost. Intentional action propels us forward. Each story illustrates this path differently, yet together they reveal a unified truth. You can reshape your daily life through mindful attention and conscious choice. Now, let's bring this into practice. Begin each morning with 5 minutes. Sit, breathe, notice your body, your thoughts. Observe without judgment. Write down one insight, a pattern or feeling that emerges. During the day, introduce intentional pauses. Walk to your car, take 3 deep breaths. Wash dishes, focus on the sensations, the rhythm. Pause and ask, what am I noticing right now? How can I respond rather than react? Evening reflection matters. Friend, reflect on moments of presence. Ask, what did I notice myself today? What did I learn? Pair this with one restorative act, sketching, walking, savoring a meal. These tiny acts accumulate, strengthening awareness and restoring energy. Mindfulness also invites patience and self-compassion. You may notice days when balance slips, when old habits reassert themselves. This is not failure. It is an opportunity to notice, to return, and to practice patience. Each return strengthens your capacity to respond intentionally. Friend, self-compassion is the foundation of mindful action. Let's revisit our friends. Alaric noticed tension and implemented micro-pauses. Celine named and mapped emotional states to reclaim balance. Kale reframed challenges to cultivate curiosity. Alara restored neglected energy through small, deliberate acts. Riven moved forward with intention, transforming routine into rhythm. Together, they demonstrate that mindfulness is alive in ordinary life. Action steps for you, dear friend. Morning, 5 minutes noticing breath, body, and thoughts. Write down one insight. Midday, introduce a pause to assess internal state. Respond consciously. Evening, reflect on moments of presence. Apply one restorative act. Throughout the day, use small rituals, walking, eating, and short mindful observations to reinforce connection. Ongoing, practice patience and self-compassion. Observe patterns without judgment. Return to intention consistently. Friend, mindfulness is not about perfection. It is about presence, attention, intentional choice. Each small step you take strengthens your capacity to live fully, authentically, and with purpose. The ordinary becomes extraordinary when approached with intention. Begin today with a single breath, one pause, one intentional action. These moments, woven together, become the fabric of a life enriched by awareness, balance, perspective, restoration, and purpose. Friend, the path is not about perfection. It is about showing up consistently in the small, meaningful ways that truly matter. Your journey begins now. Notice, center, reframe, restore, act, and in doing so, reclaim the energy, clarity, and presence that belongs to you. Before I wrap this episode up, I would like to invite you to read my newest book, The Light You Gathered, A Journey Through Gratitude and Reflection. The Light You Gathered, A Journey Through Gratitude and Reflection * invites readers on a transformative journey of self-discovery and mindfulness. In a world that often feels overwhelming and fast-paced, this book offers a gentle reminder to pause, reflect, and reconnect with your essence. Through relatable stories and insightful guidance, The Light You Gathered is structured into 5 sections: recognize, rebalance, reframe, rejuvenate, and renew. Each chapter unfolds a new perspective, encouraging readers to embrace their unique journeys. From recognizing the profound gifts hidden in ordinary moments to reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, this book provides practical tools to help you navigate life's ups and downs with grace and gratitude. With a focus on the power of presence, this companion teaches us how to reclaim our inner voice, cultivate resilience, and nourish our spirits. As you explore the stories of others, from the simple morning silence that ignites change to the joy found in small moments, you'll discover that you are not alone in your experiences. And as we wrap up today's conversation, remember that the insights and practices we've explored aren't just ideas, they're invitations. Invitations to pause, reflect, and reconnect with yourself. Let's carry that intention forward together. On behalf of myself, Faith Harmony, and the Positively Improved team, thank you for being here. Make it a daily practice to pause, reflect, and reconnect with yourself. Carry this energy with you, and we'll continue the journey together next week. Namaste.